following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.
Hello everyone and welcome to the WZWA Network and welcome to my review show here of MLW SuperFight from February 3rd, 2024 from the 2400 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yeah, check this out, bro. I got a new microphone, dude, right here. Hello, hello, hello. I just got it the other day and I have a new computer and a new webcam. So, fuck yeah, things are firing on all cylinders, everyone. So I'm pretty stoked. You got to see this computer, man. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so let's get on with the show here. I am digging MLW right now. I am digging MLW. The first thing I'm finding out, though, as this show begins, it's quite clear that Matt Striker is not going to be a commentator for MLW for much longer. After what happened last show, I wasn't sure if that was a little bit too much for him to lose his job over, but it's clear that it must have been. So he gets replaced by a guy called by the name of Christian Cole, who I've never really heard of before. I would have tried to get Shane Douglas because I heard Joe Dombrowski and Shane Douglas do commentary together for Big Time Wrestling when it was the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat as his final match. I thought they did great together, but I will have some more to say about Mr. Christian Cole very soon. And it also appears that Stephen DeAngelis, my fears have been realized. He is now no longer the ring announcer for MLW. Not that the guy who's replaced him is bad at all, but looks like he probably isn't going to be there. Anyway, let's crack open a seltzer and let's crack on with this review here. The opening contest, MLW World Middleweight Championship of the line. Rocky Romero in the 2 out of 3 falls match defending with Jesus Rodriguez and Salina de la Renta at ringside, taking on Ichiban. So this has been going on for some time between these two over the middleweight title. At one of the pay-per-views last year. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze then. Like, just as I get underway, I had to sneeze. Okay. Anyway, they've been feuding for some time. As Rocky Romero pulled off Ichiban's mask in their last battle on pay-per-view, which is a massive sign of disrespect. And he defeated him with a roll-up pin as Ichiban tried to cover up his identity. So he was... rolled up, and all Ichiban cared about was keeping his hands over his face. He didn't care about winning the match because his face had been exposed. So that disrespect comes this matchup here. After, Ichiban weathered the storm in a few matches with people that Salina wanted to beat the living piss out of him. They work well together, these two. It was 2 out of 3 falls. The first fall came when Ichiban had his foot held by Jesus on ringside, on the apron, and Rocky pinned him to claim fall number 1. I didn't see a title change happening here. Ichiban hit a great jumping flatliner to get the second fall, and Salina's facial expression of frustration and concern was really quite fantastic. And I'll say this, Christian Cole, the new commentator, won me over very quickly. He did a good job. Ichiban wiped Jesus out and nearly got the win as time was wearing on. Sorry, I accidentally skipped a little bit there. Did I mention he hit that great jumping flatline to get the second fall, and Salina's facial expressions of frustration and concern, fantastic. But yes, this match was slick. Ichiban kicked out of Slice Rocky. Salina lost it. Then a Slice Rocky off the second rope, and he kicked out again. Then Rocky got more aggressive, started ground and pounding on Ichiban, and hit a sunset driver to retain. 16 minutes, 20 seconds. Good start to the show. Hell of a war. And kept me on the edge of my seat. Wasn't sure who was going to win. After the match was over, They were headed to the back, and at the entranceway or near the entranceway, Salina was incensed with anger and attacked one of those Azteca henchmen by nailing him in the head with a slapjack, and she needed to be restrained. It was pretty funny seeing her going absolutely nuts, dude. This fiery Latino woman. Moving forward, Davey Boy Smith Jr. with Saint Laurent at ringside, taking on one called Manders. So Davey Boy Smith has had a bit of a sabbatical, I believe. And he's come out and he's with Saint Laurent. And he is a member of the World Titan Federation, my favorite group at the moment. And you know what? He's wearing denim jeans like his father sported in the Attitude Era. Very nice. Good touch. No Zeta sightings yet, unfortunately, which is always a bothersome thing for yours truly. I'm really not sure why David Boy Smith doesn't have a contract with a major organization, but it's good he's in an MLW to make that roster feel a bit more stacked, bro. Manders got opened up halfway through this. It was a fantastic fight between these two. And I think this was the most impressed I've ever been with Manders, except for that one time he clotheslined the shit out of Zeta. He ended up getting put in crossface after copping a superplex, and he passed out from the pain. So Manders did not get made to tap out. He did not get pinned. He just passed out, and the referee called the match off, which it happens. Afterward, Davey Boy continued assaulting Manders, who just said, just bring it on. And he got haunted in the head. So Manders was left as a bloody mess. And then after the match, Christian Cole would go on to interview Laurent. And they talked down on Manders. And Davey grabbed the mic and talked about wanting gold. Very good. 9 minutes, 41 seconds. Let's move forward. Yuji Nagata taking on Jacob Fatu in the next one. This match was mentioned as a dream match. I've also heard Jacob Fatu is now a free agent, and I would have to assume he's WWE bound. But now someone told me yesterday that because of his bad, I don't know, criminal record, that he probably won't get signed. But come on. Come on. You sign like MVP, he's got a bad past and all that. Who cares? Who cares? Clearly he's not getting up to, trouble these days. Anyhow. Because if you join that Bloodline storyline, man, it could be given a solid injection. It'll be interesting to see him like being in that group with Roman Reigns, but he's a little bit too unhinged for Roman to handle. Sikoa's pretty staunch, but Jacob could be that loose cannon. Brings him in as like an equalizer, but then in the end, he ends up being a problem. Anyway, Yuji Nagata's theme song, epic. So this is another all-out war. Jacob hit an amazing moonsault to pick up the win in a very physical contest. I know I said in the past, recently, I am not going to go through these matches blow by blow because it's just watch it. Watch the match. It was very good. Okay. After the match, the Sentai Death Squad, they were swarming the ring, who happened to be the former allies of Jacob. And Mads Kruger then came out, who used to be in MLW, and the Contra swarm Jacob and attack. Then Fatu got laid out with a club to the head by Kruger. Very cool stuff at 9 minutes, 3 seconds. Let's move forward. No bullshit between matches here. No interviews, no promos, no backstage scenes, no Zeta. They were just match after match after match on this show. Coming up next, Sami Callihan takes on AKIRA in a Death Machine rules match. So this is the palate cleanser I was looking for, aside from a sighting of Zeta. Get over it. AKIRA has lost a lot lately, especially to Ricky Shane Page. He probably needs a win here, but Sami probably does too, considering he lost to Kojima-san in his return match last show. Joe Dombrowski got snotted on by Sami, which I loved. AKIRA put Sami through a door with a blockbuster of the ring apron. That was a nice little spot. I kept thinking, Sami's probably going to win this. It's his signature match. Come on. Oh, dickhead. They start staple gunning one another, and it's fantastically disgusting. It really was quite the scene. I'm sure Jim Cornette would fucking lose his shit over it. They did so well, bro. And then AKIRA did the fucking spot where he kick out at one. It got a bit of a pop. I'll give him that. But lately, when people have been doing it, no pop. It's a waste. But I've always hated that spot. Anywho, he got hit with a pile driver soon after, and he got pinned. 13 minutes 37 seconds. So Sami Callihan wins this death match type thing. Ricochet Page came out to celebrate with him as AKIRA was still down. AKIRA got duct taped to the bottom rope by the calling. They pointed to the entranceway, and what do you know? Raven was back, bro. Raven was back. He showed up, showed that he actually hasn't abandoned the calling. And I'm like, how enthralling. But then in a twist, Raven assaulted the calling with a kendo stick. He looked a bit slow, but that's okay. We'll let it slide. Raven came back to help AKIRA, who helped him clean house. Then Raven and AKIRA did the Jesus Christ pose together. And I really thought this was a nice twist to the story. And now maybe the odds kind of go back in the favor of AKIRA here. So Sami Callihan wins in 13 minutes, 37 seconds. They announced Minoru Suzuki for MLW Intimidation Games on February 29th. I will get there. I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired. To face off with Satoshi Kojima. Very good. Mads Kruger promo airs as he talks about being back and wanting to end things once and for all with Jacob Fatu. Sorry, I had to sneeze again. Fuck me. Coming up next, Averno in singles action with Jesus and Salina at ringside, taking on Mistico with a special guest manager who would be showing himself very soon. It's another palate cleanser, something with some high-flying antics. Good. Former MLW on-screen talent Cesar Milan showed up to confront Salina. Cesar is the advocate for the original Mistico, the former Sin Cara. And I thought to myself, will Sin Cara be able to make up for years where people thought he was a disappointment in the WWE? He could never quite be the next Rey Mysterio because that went to Dragon Lee. That's his spot now. It's quick from the outset. Mistico copped a heat suit into it. It's crazy how Mistico can hit a head scissors takedown whilst landing on his feet. Cesar and Salina had a standoff as Averno cut Mistico off. It was clear that he was really good and really on point on this show. It's a moment of personal redemption for him, I would say. Maybe WWE didn't work out because he was confined. I don't know. Devil's Wings from the second rope from Averno, and it was only a 2 count. This had been given a good amount of time. Spanish Fly from the top by Mistico, another 2 count, but then Mistico made Averno tap out to the head scissors into the armbar thing. So 14 minutes, 44 seconds for Mistico. Very good. Was loving this show so far. Then Cesar Duran is announced to have signed Mistico to challenge Rocky Romero for the middleweight title at Intimidation Games on February 29th. Very good. We go to a Don King promo where Don talks about Alex Kane defending against Satoshi Kojima next. So, MLW World Heavyweight Championship for the main event of the evening. Alex Kane with Faye Jackson and Mr. Thomas at ringside takes on Satoshi Kojima with Shigeo Okumura at ringside for him. So, I finally accepted the fact that there would be no Zeta tonight on this show. And that's okay. I was a bit disappointed, but that's okay. I'm sure she'll be at the next one. But yeah, look, we at least got a heap of Salina who I've become a big fan of. You know, Alex Kane winning this would be huge for him. But Kojima winning would almost be like a Terry Funk moment. A story coming full circle, considering he was the first ever MLW World Heavyweight Champion. Sorry, I'm back. Fucking sneezing. Fucking sneezing. Okay. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the sneezing. So where was I? This is the biggest match in Alex Kane's career as far as I'm concerned. Kane and Kojima really went to war here, just like a whole bunch of other matches on this show. Kojima looked to end things, but Kane was resilient in his comeback. Alex Kane started getting frustrated as his arsenal was not getting him over the line. After a few false finishes and some more war going on between the two, Kojima hit a big lariat and 1, 2, 3 won the championship. And I went nuts, bro. I was like, no way. I did not think that was going to happen. 11 minutes, 23 seconds. Satoshi Kojima has come full circle and won the MLW World Heavyweight Championship. After the match, Satoshi Kojima got on the mic and said, my English very shit. And he thanked everybody. And I'm very happy for him. I thought it was a great moment to witness. Stuff like this never happens these days. You know, it's like how when Jerry Lawler was supposed to, he should have beat the Miz back in the day for the WWE Championship, even if it was like just for a couple of weeks. You know, because every dog can have their day. And Kojima was the first champion in 2003, and now he's champion in 2024. That is very cool. It's like George Foreman winning the world title at 45 years old, you know? Every single show I see of MLW, I get more and more impressed. They have a perfect mix of sports entertainment, hardcore, blood, flying, all those different flavors you're looking for in an ultimate wrestling show. Hot chicks, good wrestler chicks, great wrestler guys, the whole kit and caboodle, mate. I hope they start to get noticed a bit more because I can't wait for the next event. It looks like Kojima and Suzuki will now be for the MLW World Heavyweight Championship. This should be very interesting. Alex Kane had a great title reign, and I'm sure he'll be back in the title hunt again soon. And I am sure Kojima probably won't be a long-term champion. So thank you to MLW for a tremendous show. And, you know, for my final thoughts, I mean, that was pretty much my final thoughts, but for some additional final thoughts, I like the show quite a lot. And I think I'm really confused about MLW Fusion. Are they not doing Fusion for a while or something like that? And they're just focusing on doing these once-off events? I don't know. Seems like they've completely changed their, I don't know, business model in a way. So I don't know if anyone out there could enlighten me. That would be great. So anyway, yeah, I'm giving this show a 9 out of 10. So far, this has been the best pay-per-view of 2024 for me, out of all the companies that have put a pay-per-view on so far this year. So thank you for joining me here on the WZWA Network. Please check us out on ProWrestlingTees.com under the store Thunder Mifflin. Please join our Discord. Please check out our Patreon, the Slam Society. It's only $3 a month. So there we have it. Karlifornia, WZWA Network. See you down the road. Thank you.
Network, that's the way we play. Good God Almighty. Network, that's the way we play. Get puppies. Network, that's the way we play. Get.
The following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.